keep it going, I'm rolling and flowing, I'm coasting, I got them all trolling me right. I just keep growing and showing them, knowing I'm owning this flow, you can catch me outside. Gonna get them all with a little payback. Never gonna fall, I'ma stay on the attack. Put them up against the wall as I finish every track. Never gonna stall, no, I'm never gonna slack. I've been like working and learning and searching for something to push my shit over the edge. I'ma keep burning and turning the profit, you know I can't stop it until I am dead. Gonna be unstoppable and profitable, cause I got a constant flow of knowledge, yo. If you got a problem, bro, take 'em off the throw. Coming to the top, I go, yeah, promise, go.
Roll up to the club and the city show me love. She gon' fit me like a glove. Sipping whiskey, feeling buzzed. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Yeah. Roll up to the club and the city show me love. She gon' fit me like a glove. Sipping whiskey, feeling buzzed. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I'ma put that ass to sleep. Yeah.
You can't stop this, I promise. Got electronic with a little rock shit rap on top of it. You can't even process it. I'ma keep dropping it till it starts stopping it. Oh, I got the beats and I got the rhymes to make your girl cheat. I swear she a dime. Get up on your feet if you wanna climb and take it from me. I got nothing to hide. I get it, cause I want it. Always on it, and I'm got it. Now I got it, got my shot in. You know I'ma be the one climb to the top of it. I'm dropping this, take a shot, I got the fifth. I'm watching it. Crop top got me in. She got it shit. She wanna pop it off again. Drop it low and then she gonna take it off and sin. Yeah.
Roll up to the club and the city show me love. She gon' fit me like a glove. Sipping whiskey, feeling buzzed. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Yeah. Roll up to the club and the city show me love. She gon' fit me like a glove. Sipping whiskey, feeling buzzed. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I'ma put that ass to sleep. Yeah.
I gotta do it for the fans, yeah. I wanna do it for the fans, bruh. I got really big plans, yeah. I'ma do it cause I can, yeah. I throw cash for a minute, oh. She throw back for a minute, yeah. I flow fast when I get it, oh. She love that when I hit it, yeah. I'ma get high, I'ma get low. I'ma go fly to my own show. I don't say bye, I say hello. Get to know me, yeah, they call me B-Ho. Gonna be the best in the game, rest in the fame. Nest in your brain and I spread like the plague. I don't give, no I take. Live for today, ain't nobody gonna say I didn't make a name.
Roll up to the club and the city show me love. She gon' fit me like a glove. Sipping whiskey, feeling buzzed. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Yeah. Roll up to the club and the city show me love. She gon' fit me like a glove. Sipping whiskey, feeling buzzed. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I'ma put
Grinders! Yes. As you can see from the title, I did see the Halo on Paramount Plus TV show, episode 1. Give you my reactions, what I thought about it, and also just a little history of, like, you know, how long we've been actually waiting for this thing. But yeah, it is, surprisingly, it wasn't too bad, but oh man, there's some issues. But we'll talk about it. Let's go, Grinders. Happy Sunday, and lock it in. We're going. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? How's everybody doing? Yes, impromptu show. I thought about doing this, recording it and putting it out there, but you know what? I wanted to do it live because I just remembered how long I was waiting for this show and, like, you know, about how long it's been mentioned. And I went back to look at some videos and just be like, oh, yeah, they were talking about this for a while now. So, which adds to a little bit of disappointment after just watching it. But I definitely wanted to talk about it, and I figured, you know, there were some other things I wanted to talk about. We're going to save that for the Grindhouse, but we'll see where this goes. But definitely, yo, what's up, the Coup195? How you doing? Yeah, boy, Dominic, yo, Sam Ash. How you doing? Jason, how you doing? Yo, what's up, Godzilla? Damn, all I want to say is that Twitter is a wild place, and please... cozy up by the fireplace over here of the Grindhouse, because out there in the Twitter world, it is bonkers. Stay safe out there, everybody. That's all I'm saying. Stay friggin' safe. But you're not here for that. We are here. What's up, Godzilla? We are here. Jedi Johnny, what's up? How you doing? So I checked out the Halo TV show. I was pretty interested in seeing it. As you know, I'm a big Halo fan, and always like I like the Forward Until Dawn. That was pretty good. The one with Locke in there, Nightfall, that wasn't that good. I know it was an introduction for Locke. They had these like neuro snakes or something like that. Some weird stuff, dude. That was wild. Which those electric eel snake things that were in Nightfall to introduce Agent Locke really were just like a side mission and really never made it into the game. Real weird stuff. But Forward Until Dawn was pretty damn good. What's up, Alfonso? How you doing? But this was the main squeeze. Like, this is Master Chief's show. All right, this is the show. There is no like Nightfall, Forward Until Dawn. Maybe Chief shows up on Reach. This is Hey to the A to the L to the O. This is Halo the show. Master Chief's show. And I saw on the interwebs how they didn't play the game. The producers didn't play it. Then nobody really played the game. They just consulted with 343 Industries, which them, and basically they didn't play the game. And it was interesting because like after watching like a show with The Witcher and seeing how amazing that show is, and knowing how the lead character, he's a gamer, he played the game, like he embraced that character. We kind of see the bootleg version somewhat in here, not really the Master Chief that I expected, and you could see from the internet as to and also from the thumbnail as to what happened. The barbecue sauce, I will talk about that, yes. So before I get into just my impressions of the show, I definitely would like to put this in some sort of perspective. You get here from the Grindhouse and the Grinds Gaming Bite. Why don't we start with the person who's in charge of it all, right? Why, right? Why wouldn't we just start with let's start with him. Right, there he is, the one in charge of it all. Like, why don't we? Mr. Phil Nash, your TV champion, actually, on the Grindhouse. He is the TV champion. We'll be following up because there's a newcomer coming here, and I'm going to plug the Road to Phil Ness, which please check out that stream that I did with this gentleman, Mr. Phil Ness. Took out everybody and gave him his infamous move of the Xbox All Access and really put 2 years of hurt on everybody at WWE Wrestling and 2K22. And there's a newcomer. Yeah, keep it locked in. You're gonna find out what's going on, man. He's gonna slap him with the quality. It's gonna be some trouble. But anyway, let's start here, right? Why not? Let's start. Like, we're talking Halo. Let's talk this. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see. Way back. 2013. Why not? Because everything starts back then, right? Let's hear what the fullness.
Oh yeah, that's me. Ooh, it's about the games. It's about the TV.
Our mission to transform television. Please welcome the head of Xbox Entertainment Studios, Nancy Tellem.
Xbox Entertainment Studios. Nancy, you tell them, Nancy. Tell them. Let's tell us about this Halo.
Phil. It's really a thrill to be here.
Ooh.
During my years at CBS and Warner Brothers, I was fortunate to work with some of the best creative talent in entertainment. Among our many achievements was the CSI franchise and Survivor, television shows that offer proof that innovation is about breaking the rules and betting on the power of invention. Today we stand at the threshold of another great era of groundbreaking television. Xbox is expanding the canvas and conceiving a whole new art form for the creator, for the viewer, for the community, and the industry.
It's Xbox Entertainment Studios, movie studios. Let's say more. Sorry.
Till now, the television viewing experience has been a one-way street for the viewer. But now that's about to change. TV on Xbox will immerse you, enabling you to virtually jump into the action whenever you desire. For the first time ever, TV will be truly personalized to your tastes and your needs, providing recommendations with amazing precision. And only on Xbox will TV become social in ways unknown to us today, driven and shaped by the community of tens of millions on Xbox Live. Xbox is about to become the next water cooler. And this is only Act 1.
Oh, damn.
At this very moment, our talented teams in Los Angeles, Seattle, Vancouver, and London are using the magic and science of Xbox to rethink dramas, comedies, competition shows, sports, live events, and digital shorts. And one of our first and most important projects starts close to home. Halo, one of the foundations on which Xbox was built, has been played for billions of hours by tens of millions of fans. Please welcome my friend and head of 343 Industries, Bonnie Ross.
Here we go. Bonnie, tell us about the game.
Thank you, Nancy. Halo has always been more than a game. It's an amazing experience that takes place in a rich and deeply connected sci-fi universe. A universe in which we can tell hundreds of stories. We tell these stories through our games, our novels, and most recently, our award-winning web series, Forward Unto Dawn. At 343, we put a lot of thought into how we want to evolve storytelling on Xbox One. As a huge fan of television shows like Breaking Bad, Band of Brothers, and my personal favorite, Game of Thrones, it's been inspiring to see television become a medium to bring the scope and scale of ever more ambitious worlds and adventures to life. I'm excited by the potential of merging the storytelling magic of television with the interactive innovation of Xbox One. So, today, along with Nancy, I'm thrilled to announce a live-action Halo television series, created in partnership with 343 Industries and one of the best storytellers of all time, Mr. Steven Spielberg.
Oh my God!
And congratulations to the entire team on the tremendous work going into the future of Xbox. I wish I could be there with you today in person, but like all of you here today, I've been playing games for decades. And I even started playing Pong in 1974. And over the years, that experience has exploded from the simple pixels of Pong to worlds that are as immersive as and certainly more physically interactive than those portrayed on the silver screen. And those stories have gotten more compelling as the technology has certainly improved. And so for me, the Halo universe is an amazing opportunity to be at that intersection where technology and myth-making meet to produce something really groundbreaking. And I'm incredibly excited about the great journey we're all on, the heroes, worlds, and wonders that Halo will take us on. Thank you.
We are really excited to bring the world of Halo to Xbox as a premium television series. Thanks, Bonnie.
Oh, yeah. So let's see what happened.
A few moments later.
Yep. Okay. So,
I'm David Hatfield, and this is IGN News. Microsoft is closing down Xbox Entertainment Studios, but that won't affect Halo TV or Halo Nightfall. Xbox Entertainment Studios was established to create original programming to be streamed over Xbox Live. Recode broke the story about the closing, which head of Xbox Phil Spencer has since confirmed will take place over the coming months. However, the closure of Xbox TV won't affect a few of the studio's upcoming projects, most notably Halo TV or Halo Nightfall. In addition, the upcoming documentary series Signal to Noise, which which is the first episode about Atari, is still coming. A few of the key members of the studio will stay on to oversee these productions, including Nancy Tellem, who was in charge of the TV endeavor. She was hoping to bring a Game of Thrones-like production to Xbox. Phil Spencer also noted that nothing has changed in regards to Microsoft's commitment to entertainment apps on Xbox. He said,
Thanks.
Our app partnerships with world-class content providers bringing entertainment, sports, and TV content to Xbox customers around the world are not impacted by this organizational change in any way and remain an important component of our Xbox strategy. The Halo TV series is expected to premiere late next year, while Halo Nightfall will be packaged with Halo the Master Chief Collection later this year. For more, stay tuned on IGN.
Late next year. What was that? Oh, only in 2014. Yeah, okay. So, there you go. Grand opening, grand closing. So there's your story of Xbox Entertainment TV Entertainment to know where this has come from. So later this year, 2014, okay, it got up there. Wait, just wait, just wait. Just in time, just wait. Just wait. Yeah. So there you go. There's a little history of this TV, the origins of this. Steven Spielberg, which Steven Spielberg's on this thing. Let me say, Steven Spielberg even part of this thing. Maybe because he's part of Paramount. Let's see, Steven Spielberg, executive producer he is. Yeah, executive producer Steven Spielberg. This is a Steven Spielberg show. All right. So anyway, so there's your origins of like where this thing came from here. Again, announced in 2013, expected late 2014. They shut down the studios, and that was when they went on that massive shutdown. Yes, that's right. Who are you? Everybody, what's up? Hit that like button. So yeah, this has been going on for a while here. It's been in the works for a while, trying to make it happen, and now it launched on the Paramount Plus streaming network. And episode 1, and I guess there'll be, I don't know how many episodes are there, 8, 5? Well, listen. Oh yeah, when did they show it? They showed it, again, yeah, COVID, keep blaming that on everything. Let me see the dates. They've been in development since 2013. They got the development came on in 2018. The 9 episodes, and they approved season 2. So, you know, there's gonna be some cliffhanger here. So anyway, TV, Halo, the show. So I went in there and watched this thing. And to be honest, I liked the beginning. I thought the beginning, when they first introduced the Covenant ship, you saw it there. And then, and again, there's going to be spoilers for the first episode or whatever like that. But it's free with Game Pass. So you can watch the show with Game Pass. You get the first month free. But yeah, we'll see. So they start off with the Covenant. They show the Covenant. They show this facility. They show these this colony that's on this planet, and you know, they're basically, there's a lot of hatred towards the UNSC and this kind of propaganda spreading and things, which is pretty interesting because remember, this story is not canon. This is not part of the Halo storyline from the games. We saw that they didn't play the games. Yeah, exactly. Many alls, please. The COVID thing, all I hear about is the COVID excuses. When Microsoft develops Microsoft Teams and remote working and all this other stuff, they develop remote working. They're the ones struggling the most with all this remote stuff. Everybody else is getting games and movies out, but yeah. Anyway, that's the excuse for Halo Infinite's lack of content. I keep hearing about that. That stay tuned. That's for the Grinds board. But this show, regardless, is basically you know, they didn't play the game. This is not canon. This is not part of the storyline. So I went into this knowing that. I was like, okay, this is not part of the storyline. Let's go. Like, whatever's going to happen, what's going to happen. But then I'm seeing all this stuff, like these kind of name drops and things from the game itself. And I'm like, oh, damn. Like, okay, well, wait a second. I thought, all right, so this is not like a total spin-off. This is actually we're gonna actually see characters that we know from the games. And that's where it kind of goes a little weird, because then you see the Covenant. First off, I like that they had some crazy gore in the beginning, like, headshots and arms and legs falling off. I'm like, whoa, like it makes these plasma rifles, really show their heat and their power. Like these Covenant weapons are no slouch. So I did like that. That was pretty damn cool. And then when they just kind of coming in and beating up on this colony and just, trucking in there. First off, the elites are monsters. But they're hulking. They're not like these thin ninja type things. They're huge. But when they're coming into the colony, all of a sudden you're like, oh, yo, these people are done. Like the elites are just knocking over things. They're just gonna knock this is gonna eat up this whole colony, killing everybody with the swords, stabbing them and stuff. And then all of a sudden you see this pelican go fly by, and then Chief and crew, not Blue Team, because I don't think it's Linda and stuff, because they have all different names here. It's not Blue Team. It's his own. What do they call him? He's other team. It's like another team again, because it can't be Blue, because that'll be the crew that he was rolling with when 5. They come crashing down. Chief's entrance is pretty damn cool. Comes crashing down, and then he's just ready to stop fighting the elites and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. I tell you, I was like, oh, I like how this is starting. This action, like I thought they were gonna slowly build up to the chief getting introduced and meeting the Covenant. But man, he just does it the first 15 minutes. The beginning of it was like, yes. Then we get into the CGI and stuff, and you have him leaping and these guys running around with the elites running around people, and it kind of looks like a sci-fi. I felt like Defiance. If you ever seen Defiance on the Sci-Fi Channel, there was some sci-fi CGI when he started hopping around, and even some of the guns, like when they hand the gun over to him, and really, it really kind of made it look cheap. Like, oh, okay, well, this is not like a movie. Like, this is not a movie. This is like kind of a sci-fi show, right? Sci-fi thing, and that definitely took me out of it. Where the CGI wasn't that great. And it looked kind of hokey dokey. And then they go to the first person view, which you've seen a lot. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it all on here, but they go to like this first person view to try to give you like, oh, well, gamers are like this. And it reminded me back to Doom the movie with The Rock, where they put him in. Oh man, Sergeant says that Angry Joe, the second episode crashes everything. Yo, I kind of know where this thing is going to be going, and I'm just. Well, I'll get into where it goes, because I'm talking about the part that I liked in the beginning. But the CGI, yes, exactly. I like Defiance, Sam Ash. I like the game Defiance. The first, not the remake, but the first game Defiance. Like the Defiance game was great. It was a really good like MMO for consoles. But the TV show, and it tied into the TV show so well. Like you would watch an episode of the TV show, and then like the characters from the TV show will be in the game, and then they'll refer to events in the game, and then it'll be on the TV show. It was neat. It was really cool at the time. I really liked the Defiance, but the CGI was cheap, and that's what this kind of reminded me of. But Defiance did a great job with the TV show and the game, kind of like having in-game events and them referring to it in the game in the TV show. Pretty damn cool. Tying that, which on a side note, on a side note, they have done nothing in Halo Infinite for this show. There's no items, there is no story, there is no anything, which I think is a huge misstep from the $1 trillion company that Microsoft is. Like, you have Halo finally after 2013 coming on a friggin' show. You have Halo Infinite that launched in the fall with a service game. Service! You hit the button. It's the clown button. It's a service game. You have the show releasing on a stream. How do you not have an event or items or anything, campaign expansion, anything to time yourselves with the TV show? Nothing. That is how clueless 343 and Phil Ness are. They're friggin' clueless. Look at when Spider-Man came out, man. They made sure. It sounds like shit. Yo, boy says, no, I don't know what Defiance is. Sounds shit. Yeah, it went downhill quick. There's nothing in Halo, period. That's right. They can't even get the regular game together. But the fact that they missed the whole boat with this thing and having the game there, nothing. Cat ears. They're going to put cat ears in episode 2. So basically, it starts off pretty great with a big fight and stuff like that, and pretty gory. Master Chief's get to show like his charged shield, and and he gets on the he gets his assault rifle, and there's the DMR and things like that. So you get to see some of the weapons, and it was a cool little fan. I got a little fan giddy. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, but the CGI definitely was all off, and yeah. So after they destroy everybody, this one person, this girl Quan, is basically left. So Chief then starts walking around this place with his team, trying to find out where the ship came from, and then finds a cave. And he finds a triangle. And he's like, I'm going to touch it. First off, Chief doesn't have the voice of Master Chief. He has some other kind of voice, sounds a little bit akin to the Mandalorian, very muffled. It's not very strong. It's like it's under the mask and things like that, but it's not the voice that we're recognizing, right? So he's getting commands as this battle happens. I don't know how you CGI the gun on the ground, but he gets these commands as this battle happens, and he's communicating back to Planet Reach. Oh my goodness, they got Halsey. They got Planet Reach. Thank you, Naruko. Thank you, DJ. So, it really was cool when it started the fight. And the CGI was a little off, but I did get a little giddy when he came landing down and things like that. And he had the team, and they were fighting the elites. That did start off really damn well. But after the fight, that's when things start going down the path of like, okay, now let's see where this story goes. Let's see what's going on here. We got this intro. It was kind of like a wrestler. He came on in, he shot up some elites. He's fighting the Covenant in the beginning. It's not building up to any battle. This is pretty damn awesome. Yeah. So then he comes in here. Where's the thing? So then, I see Reach. I'm like, oh man. So Reach, Halsey's there. She got the white hair. I was like, oh damn, we got Halsey. Okay, so we're getting people from the actual show, like okay, like from the game, are in this thing, and then here, let's get this thing here. Can I put this? Let's put this up here. So I'm like, oh man, he's getting Halsey gets to see all his status. They're like checking him out and things like that. So I'm like, okay, there's his crew. So this is after the battle happens, right? So after the battle happens, he goes walking around trying to check out what's going on with the Covenant. Then he goes into this cave and sees this Forerunner structure and touches it. And when he touches it, he gets flashbacks of him being a kid. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's where we're going with this. I'm like, that's probably a Forerunner thing that he's touching there. And then Halsey back on Reach is like checking this thing out, checking out his status, and checking out Spartan 117. So I'm like, oh shit, Reach is there, the Spartan program, okay, like where this is. So this is like kind of like timeline-ish, is like before Fall of Reach, obviously. And I'm like, okay, even though it's not part of the books or anything in the novel, but so we got Reach, we got Halsey, and Chief is there. So, and you can see from the armor and stuff like that, like it's pretty damn good. He's not green. Dude, he's not like green. He walks a little like, he definitely walks heavy because it is Spartan armor. But I thought they did a good job with with the armor and stuff until when. So he gets this thing and they go Halsey. Now they're fighting, there's this whole thing with the UNSC and stuff, and then all of a sudden I see, hold on, where is it? I go like this. I'm like, then they pull up somebody, and I'm like, hey, where is it? I'm like, dude. It's Agent Johnson. I'm like, oh, damn, they got Agent Johnson in here. Okay, so now, he's Sergeant Johnson. Let's go. Sergeant Johnson's in the game. I'm like, this is awesome. And then I look at his shirt, and it says it's Commander Keyes. And I thought this meme was funny as hell. It's like, what? I'm being canceled for Keys. I auditioned for Johnson. She's like, Johnson's not even on the show. The guy looks like Johnson. And I'm just like, wait a second. Commander Keys. Like, I don't mind that they changed the, like, you know, who Commander Keys looked like. But you don't get somebody that looks like another character in the game to play that character. I thought as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, it's Johnson. Sergeant Johnson with the Spartans. He's going to get the Spartans ready. No. And the UNSC, no. It's... And he's Commander Keys. And I'm like, Commander Keys? I'm like, wait a second. This is... So, like, this is Commander Keys in the game. So, I thought it was Johnson. So it's really strange, like how they made him look exactly like another character, but he's not that character. So then I was like, oh, well, what the hell's going on here? I'm like, that is real strange. You know, the fact that they made him look like Johnson, even though he's Commander Keys. And just to kind of show you, like, you know, here, Sergeant Johnson. Like with the mustache and everything. Like, this is Johnson. This is him here. Like, dude. It's Commander Keys. I'm like, wait, that's Commander Keys? All right, in this game, that's Commander Keys. It's just real weird that they made him look like that. Like, again, you know, they want to change the race and all that stuff. I don't mind it. But, man, the fact when I looked at him coming on, I thought it was him. And I was like, oh, dude, that's Johnson. And then it was Commander Keys. Real weird. The Rock. Oh, The Rock is going to play Johnson? Jose, what's up, Jose? How you doing? The Rock is going to play him. But it was so weird seeing that. I was like, whoa, okay. So, but anyway, this is where the story goes a little awry. And this is the thing that happens. So he touches this Forerunner structure. And this is the thing that really kind of, I know where this is kind of going. Because now he has this flashback that he's like this soldier, like he originated from, you know, he was taken away, or he has a flashback when he was a child, and now he's starting to act weird. So he says the team, he goes, you go somewhere, I'm gonna take this refugee here from the camp, and you know there's nothing left here for them, this Quan, and I'm gonna fly her back. So he gets in the Pelican with her and things like that, and you know he starts to just. You could definitely tell that he wants to touch this Forerunner. They tell him, don't touch it. So Halsey is getting arguments with the UNSC, going like, you know, what's going on with him? Why is he not responding? You know, and then they try to, when he doesn't respond, they try to like suffocate his ass on the plane, on the Pelican as he's coming on in. They're like, oh, and then they start getting hostile as he's coming in because he's not responding. And they want him to kill that, the Quan person that he's with. And she tells him, you killed my parents when you landed in this on this planet, and you killed the planet. So it was your command. He didn't know all this other stuff. And that's where she puts a gun on him. He tells her, you can't hurt me. And instead, he takes off his helmet and shows her that he is from Orange is the New Black. And she says, I'm a huge fan. Please sign an autograph. I loved you in that show. And he signs autographs. Everybody is excited. They're like, look at this. I never knew he was this actor. He revealed himself as Pablo Schreiber. Everybody was ecstatic when he took off his mask. The whole show just went to a halt. They're like, he's from The Wire. They're like, yes, he's from The Wire. Halsey's like, holy shit, I never knew. They're like, yeah, I didn't know Master Chief. You got the guy from The Wire to play Master Chief? Halsey was grabbing Agent Keys, Sergeant Keys, going, you believe this shit? He's from The Wire. He was also in Orange is the New Black. It's my favorite show. And all he had to do was just take off his helmet. They got a huge actor. He's like, I'm Chief. I was in The Manchurian Candidate. You might have saw me in Law and Order. I was a guest role in Special Victims Unit. I was in that show maybe you don't know on FX called Lights Out. But you might know me from Orange is the New Black. I received a Primetime Emmy nomination. Dude, the show went off the rails. Show went off the rails. He started talking about his career. It was incredible. It was definitely not part of the books or the novel or the game, but when he took off his helmet, everybody couldn't believe it that it was Pablo Schreiber. The whole cast was just in shock. They dropped the guns. They let him come on in to reach. They're like, come on in. We got a whole fan crew right here waiting for you to sign some autographs. We're going to get a whole bunch of people in here. We had no clue that it was such a high actor. No clue that it was Pablo Schreiber. No clue. It was incredible. The cast was so surprised. It was absolutely amazing. So I don't know where episode 2 is going to go, but all I know is episode 1 was a huge fan fest, and he lands. They had a whole bunch of signatures. They're cheering for him. And he just leaves his helmet there, and he's like, yep, it was me all along, guys. So that's it. So I don't know where episode 2 is going to go. He revealed himself. He showed everybody that he was a very famous actor. They loved him in Orange is the New Black. They did say, exactly, Froggy. They did say it was an alternative timeline. So obviously, it was one where Netflix exists for everybody, and they all saw Orange is the New Black, and they couldn't believe it was him. But obviously, for those, they couldn't have picked a better looking guy. Well, there's one of the issues. And I'm sure Jose could agree. Fernando. They need Fernando. They need Fernando on the show. He goes crazy. But this is the thing. This face reveal here. I was being sarcastic with the whole thing. This face reveal here was something in the stories that he never revealed his face. There was some sneak peeks of it and stuff like that. But there was all this lore that he was kind of one of the first, he went through a lot. In this spotting thing. He was one of the earliest spottings. And people were dying from the spotting program. And he went through a lot. And there was speculation that he would have pale complexion. He would have just kind of almost looking like a little bit like Darth Vader type. So he didn't have this He didn't have, he wasn't clean cut and, goatee and shaven. He wasn't like the newest Spartans that you saw with Spartan Lock and the newer ones where they kind of fine-tuned the Spartan program. He was kind of the rugged ones. He went through a lot in this thing. And apparently there was a lot of lore that, he was supposed to have very pale skin. And there's some description of it in Fall of Reach, which I read with this. And I don't understand why they chose to just have him willy-nilly take off the mask. I understand why he decided to do it. Because, he wanted to show her that, hey, I'm not afraid. If you want to shoot me in the face. That's not going to do anything against my armor. And I think the way they did it was incorrect. And I don't think they should have did it this early. I think they should have done it if they were going to do it in a way where, he gets knocked off or gets scratched or, something happens and he can't breathe and he has to take it off. And you see, but even that, I just think that it wasn't a thing that you do. If you respect the franchise, and this is the problem. If you respect the franchise, okay, if you know of this thing, that's just one thing you just don't do. Of all the Halloween movies and all the Jason movies, do they ever do one of those franchises, as many as they made of those franchises, and all of a sudden, Michael Myers and Jason just go, you know what? This show, we're not going to do the mask this time. They're basically Halloween 4. They're like, you know what, Mike Myers, you know what? But The Mandalorian, though, Froggy, is they don't have 20 years of a video game. All right, the Mandalorian is just like a Star Wars character that they made, and yes, he's part of the Boba Fett's and all that other stuff. But even Boba Fett, that was weird too. Like that guy just not wearing a mask. But if you want to respect the franchise, and there's a following to this with this video game, that was just an offshoot character. This is Master Chief. The Mandalorian was a created character for the thing. Darth Vader reveal, right? Just think, like, maybe halfway through, basically, of Halloween. This is an example. Halloween or Friday the 13th. Like, they're going to do Friday the 13th 4 or Halloween 5, right? And they just go, you know what? Mike Myers in the beginning is just like, we're not doing the mask in this one. And he just pulls off his mask and going, I'm just going to just kill people. I'm just going to go around and murder people this way. And Jason's just like, you know what? I'm not going to wear the ski mask. I'm just going to have it off the whole time. And they just take it off. If you watch those movies, yes, he takes it off casually. That's the thing. Like, if you even watch those movies, like the way they take it off, like they either get cut off, their face, like the mask breaks off, or there's some dramatic reveal and maybe you don't even see their face. But the lore is that you don't see their faces unless Jason's like coming out of the water and something like that. Like, and they decide at the end as a big finale that he loses his mask. Like, it's a big deal. In episode 1, Chief just takes off his helmet and he is nothing like you would expect. You know? He's nothing. He just takes off. He's like, yep, I'm the actor from Orange is the New Black. Unscathed. No scars. No pale complexion. Not like you've been through anything. He's just like, yep, here I am, chiseled. And then on top of that, he leaves it off and just starts running around and ends the episode with it off, just walking around without a helmet. He don't take it off and be like, I need this on. Even when he's flying his friggin' Pelican into Reach and they're ready to blow him up with everybody going, he is hostile, everybody shoot at him. He's flying the ship without his helmet on. Exactly, Dr. Day, yes. Just imagine if Mike Myers, like the producer, comes in and, you know what? Halloween 3, and Mike Myers, he's just gonna start the show, take off his mask, and be like, this is what we're doing now. I don't like that, suffocating. Exactly. And he's like he's facing into this stuff, and he just takes off his mask. And I'm like, where's this going? And basically, they talk about the Mandalorian. They are following the Mandalorian in this. Exactly. Mike Myers' mask did come off because Jamie Curtis, it was a reveal. So use that analogy to exactly what this is. The scars are on the inside. But use that analogy to what this is. So then I'm just like, this is not Halo. Like, this is weird. It's just some regular Spartan dude. He don't have Steve Downs' voice. He don't even try to sound like him. They didn't even get anybody to try to sound like Steve Downs. Whereas in The Witcher, he actually sounds like Geralt. He sounds like him. He makes his voice. He could talk in his English accent. Imagine in The Witcher, like, I forget the actor's name, but like he goes walking around just talking in his normal accent. No, he tries to sound like the video game character. He sounds like Geralt. He makes that raspy voice and that stuff. This guy in this show, he's not trying to mimic Steve Downs. He don't sound anything like him. They would have been so much better just doing Chief in the outfit and having Steve Downs do the voices. And just do it like that. And don't worry about helmet reveals and stuff. I don't know why they would hire an actor that needs, Henry Cavill, thank you, that they needs to take off his mask and be like, yo, look, I got to get the movie credits for this blockbuster hit. And he was just like some normal dude, not war scorn. Like, he looked clean shaven. Like, yep, I'm plucked right from Orange is the New Black, right from The Wire. Cleanly shaven and all. I've been through hell. Like, and what's crazy, you want to hear something what's crazy? Watch this. Oh man, I didn't even have this up, but this is another thing that I saw on the images. Look at this. Where is the him Here, look at this. You want to see something that's so whack? When you go to Paramount Plus, oh no, come on. Yeah, if I can zoom in on it. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Oh, come on. Can I make this, Here we go. Oh, come on. Just lock it there, dude. Oh no, you're not doing it here. Here. When you look at the promo image. Thank you, yeah boy. Thank you. Hit that like button. You're drunk. See if you can aim for that like button, that thumbs up. Look. You look at the promo image. This is what when you see that. Who's the only one that has a mask on? Like who's the only one that has a mask on? His crew has their masks off. Halsey's there. Keys is over there, whoever that is. Whoever that is. There's Quan. Who's the only one with the mask on? As it should. As it should. Meanwhile, these guys keep their masks on for the first episode, and he's the dopey bastard that takes his helmet off. He's like this. He's like, yeah, I'm Chief. Who? Who this?
A few moments later.
Okay.
Who's this? Who this? Thank you, yeah boy. Who that? Looking just like that. It's hard to breathe in this thing. He's the only one without the mask on, dude. Like, I just don't get it. I don't. Like, I just don't know why you do that in the first episode. It completely, and then run around like this with a Spartan outfit on. Are we at E3? Is this PAX? Is this cosplay? Is this Master Chief cosplay? Is this cosplay? Because that's what it looked like. And I just think as somebody who's played the game for 20 goddamn years, and the Chief's helmet and his face reveal has been a thing of mystery, that we knew the actor that's playing it. First off, like, I just think it's bad taste to have him take off his mask in that way and then run around with his mask off. So is he willy-nilly just going to be taking the mask on and off during the show, or if it's a very intimate moment? Because that's where this is going. And that's the thing. He's humanizing. He's what the hell? Oh, my sirens are going off. Haha. He's being humanized. All right, so he got a flashback because he touched the triangle, and now he's seeing, he's becoming human. He's not this robot, which is very interesting because guess what? They do that in the game, and guess who does it? Not Quan, not some person off of a planet that killed his mom, and he's like, oh yeah, I did? Oh, okay, sorry about that. No, not that. Guess who does it? Cortana. He falls in love with Cortana, and that is the person that kind of breaks the robotic nature of the Spartan. They teased it in 4. Before she, in 4. And then in 5, she went AWOL because she died in 4. But it's just so strange that they decided to do it in the way they're going to do it, and they're following the Mandalorian. Basically, like, he was told to do a certain set of things, kill her, and he goes AWOL. No, I'm not doing it. I took off my mask. She sees who I am, and he books out of there. And that's how episode 1 ends. He just books it out. And without the mask, and he flies away on a pelican. He touches the triangle thing again. It sends an EMP out throughout the whole Reach planet, or the headquarters at least. Commander Keyes is in shock, who looks like Johnson. Halsey's don't know what to do with them, but she can monitor his ass. She's getting into arguments about her Spartan program. And he just goes AWOL and leaves. Without the mask. Mandalorian style. I'm not killing Baby Yoda. Me and Baby Yoda are out of here. Chief got his Baby Yoda, and he's out of there. Now let's see where it goes. Unbound is the next episode, and Chief and Quan escape, and he's drawn to this artifact. And he has a past connection to it, supposedly. So, there we go. And that's the story of Chief. So, I agree. I just think that it was bad taste to have him take off his helmet. I guess they think that's a good idea to show the character. I was very surprised that they did that, and I don't think it was good respecting the franchise, for what it was. Like I said, the first 15 minutes was pretty entertaining. It looked like we were going to be in it was pretty interesting. He had the fight, and, the choreography was a little off, but still, like, his entrance was pretty damn cool. But then where this is going to go, and I don't know where episode 2 is going to go. If he's just going to be like with the refugee running around, trying to figure it out, having these emotional conversations already, like, give us some time to get to know him, especially if you're going to go this route, like, you instantly humanize him, and that's the start of the first episode. Dude, you should build exactly Saber Zero. That's exactly where I'm going with it. You should build up to it. You should have him just be like, taking out elites, going down, showing fight, fighting, and then all of a sudden he comes to this, like in episode 4, he starts becoming human, or episode 3, you build up to it. You don't start it with like, you don't even know the struggle that he's been through because you haven't seen it. So I just think that, I don't know. It's going around Mandalorian style. He breaks the order. Now they're going to hunt him down. And I guess, I don't know how he gets Cortana. And Halsey got some sort of clone in there. I guess that's the clone of her that she's just going to turn into AI and maybe give it to Chief and work with Chief on the back end as the UNSC is going after him. And we got the other issue. What's up, Link? How you doing? Ghost in the Garage, how you doing? And then we got the other issue. Now, Jose, if you're still around, I don't know, maybe you know if this is from the books or not, but they show a picture of the Covenant, right? High Charity. I'm like, holy shit, High Charity. Oh, okay. And I'm like, okay, High Charity. I'm like, oh, that's where the prophets are. Okay, that's where the prophets are. So then they show the prophet, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, so the prophets are there. I remember this, because remember, I've been tarnished by Halo Infinite and its horrible story, and these characters that they're bringing into this, Keyes, even though it's not the same Keyes, but they hear the name Keyes, UNSC, Halsey, High Charity, the prophets, all these are bringing back memories of me for the Halo when Halo was good, Bungie's Halo, when we were talking about the good days of Halo, like Halo 3 style. And I'm like, okay. So, like, it's interesting to see these characters again, and hear about them, because we haven't heard about them at all in Halo Infinite, because Halo Infinite, we got bootleg characters with bootleg Joel. There he is. Who are you? Thank you for bringing him up. We got bootleg Joel. We got a bootleg Cortana that doesn't have a name yet. She's waiting for a name, like Neverending Story style. But the head scratcher of scratches is that the High Charity, which is the head of the Covenant, and the prophets are chill. I'm like, oh, the prophet looks pretty damn good CGI. Okay, a little bit better than sci-fi, but he wasn't fighting. He was just talking. And then I'm like, he's talking to somebody. And then I see this black costume. And I'm like, that don't look like they were 3 prophets. I'm like, he's not talking to another prophet. Who's he talking to? Who this? Who this? Another who this? Who this? And then she turns around. And it's goddamn Rita Repulsa from the fucking Power Rangers. I'm like, who the hell's this? Are humans leading the Covenant? I don't know what books they pull this out of. I don't know where Steven Spielberg is getting his inspiration from. Maybe he saw the Power Rangers. He goes, Halo, sci-fi, Power Rangers, Saban Entertainment, Rita Repulsa with the crown. Who? Who this? Who this? Ugly ass prophet, slinky neck and everything. And they made it a reveal. Like, oh no, they knew they were going off the deep end with this one. They like had her sitting there like Darth Maul, like Darth Vader, just sitting there. And he's like, we will find out who this is, and the prophet, I'm the prophet. And then she just slowly gets up and turns around, and I'm just like, what is Rita Repulsa doing in goddamn Halo? Like, what is this? Who? She's not even half alien. She's like a human in Darth Maul outfit. I was just like, oh, what is this? What is this? I'm like, you're just like, who, like, why are we doing this? Like, I understand, like, you don't, and this is typical Microsoft, right? Typical 343, high charity. Oh, wow, high charity. Oh, my God, I remember this, getting all excited. It's like, oh, my God, the Prophet. Oh, my God, wow, they're really, like, yeah, these are from the game. And then Rita turns around, you're like, who? Who this? I don't know, Nigel. I have no clue. But there you go. The Covenant is being run in high charity, not by three prophets, but a prophet and Rita. I don't get it. So, yeah, wherever that's gonna go, and yeah. So, yeah. Again, I guess they're afraid to use faceless characters or like CGI prophets to lead the thing. Maybe it was cheaper, even though they spent, I think, $10 billion per episode or $10 million per episode. Spared no expense, obviously, richest company ever. Why not? For some sci-fi CGI, and they had to have faces. Because maybe it was too expensive to use CGI to show emotion or convey, or I don't know. Like, I don't know, but that was definitely a loop. I don't know, and yeah, they did the same thing in Gears, but Gears was actually a game. Like, no game in the last 20 years you ever fought a human Covenant leader, or any human leader, even the Prometheans, or the Didac. The Didac wasn't even human in Halo 4. He was a Forerunner. The Forerunners don't even look like that. The Forerunners look like slugs. They look like snakes. As a way to do it. I don't understand the human and the Covenant thing. Completely takes you out of it. But you're right. You know what? Yeah, boy. We need the pie charts need to fix it. Let's check in on how Halo's doing. Let's do a little check-in. Halo Infinite, 10-year journey. Oh, Jesus, 10 years. Sunday night, we're at 7,700 people. There's your check-in. That'll save everything. And what's funny is that actually King Thrash he's like Paramount Plus's biggest thing. They had to outpace Picard. Paramount Plus really hasn't had big shows. They weren't no HBO Max or Netflix that had like these big shows. Like Paramount Plus is kind of like reruns of Nickelodeon stuff, and they have a couple of shows. They had the Order of Kin. They got all the Paranormal Activities. She looks more like Zordon. But yeah, like they got the Paramount Plus hasn't really had the huge, monster hits in there that it needed to beat out anything. And it was free with Game Pass. I told you, who would I cast? I would have some stunt person in a Master Chief costume doing all his own stunts, so I don't have to CGI the stuff. So pay the stunt double to do all the stunts and have Steve Downes do the voice of Master Chief. That's what I would do. I wouldn't cast any kind of notable actor to play in this. This is not going to win no Oscar. I wouldn't pay money for an actor that needs a face reveal in there. I would get some stunt person that could do, like, that can mimic a Spartan. Maybe a cosplayer. Who the hell knows? That could really embrace the character without having to show their face. And if you want, show like a half a face if the visor breaks or something like that, if you need to do it. But I would use Steve Downes as the voice actor of it. And just have Chief running around, doing this. But obviously you see where the story's going. Where the story's going is that he is a human, like he's humanized. So in order for them to humanize him, I really hope like we're not going to get episodes with Chief with his helmet off, sitting around a campfire on some alien planet talking to Quan. I hope not. I hope he's not sitting there around a campfire. Phil Spencer shows up with the marshmallows and the chocolates, and Chief is like, I've been through some hell. They didn't renew Orange is the New Black. The Wire was definitely an awesome show, but I wish I was on it again. I got this deal. They said I'm here for season 2, so it is what it is. And Quan's like, what are you talking about? He goes, I don't know. There's a lot of problems here. Got a lot of problems. I really enjoyed Orange is the New Black, and I wish Netflix would have just extended that one more. I don't know why they didn't cancel it. They canceled it so quickly. I think it need another season. Now I got to do this. Quan, the struggle. Like, I know you lost your family and stuff, but you just don't understand. I got to wear this heavy costume here. And wear this helmet. That's why I said in my contract, I was like, this helmet has to come off. I'm not wearing this outfit. You paid me money. I want everybody to see my face when I accept that Oscar. Goddamn Phil Spencer's winning awards. Why can't I? Quan. And Chief sitting around the fireplace with his helmet off. He's like, goddamn Pablo Schreier. I'm a household name now. Can't be sitting here talking to you with this fire. I got big plans. This is just a stepping stone, but I got 2 seasons now. Got 2 seasons. Gotta wear this costume. They got me jumping out of things, but I told them to CGI it. Use that special sci-fi CGI. But anyway, I just hope that this is doesn't turn into sitting around campfires and things like that, and where it goes. Because I just think it started a little too early. Because even with the Mandalorian, it wasn't it was like the second episode. I thought when he starts rebelling, he does a couple of hits in the beginning. They tell him to do some stuff. First, second episode, it's a build up. This one, he immediately touched this thing. Nothing happened. People were dying all around him. Innocent people, colonists. With colonies, with just getting killed by these elites. He didn't break emotion. He didn't take off his helmet and cry. You saw the dad the guy got stabbed, like Darth Vader style, freaking just the lightsaber in him, which is pretty damn cool. In the show, it was pretty damn cool, man. It was pretty gruesome. I do like the gruesomeness of it. I thought it was pretty interesting in the beginning. I hope they have more of that, but. He saw all this death around him. He saw these innocent people getting killed by the Covenant. But it took him touching this triangle to be I was a kid once. Pause. Okay. And now that's where it starts. I just think that should have been something maybe in a couple episodes. Especially if season 2 was there. We'll see where it goes, but I don't know. You said that somebody already saw episode 2, and it's not that good. I don't know. The first 15 minutes were good with this. I like it. The white pirate shirt episode. He takes off the whole thing. He's gonna take off his whole helmet and stuff. He's gonna be in he's gonna have a white tank top on and stuff like that. We're gonna see he's just gonna have Chief pants on. Oh no! Season 2, the girl comes Master Chief. No, in episode 2, In episode 2, he makes Ho run around with the helmet on. Oh, no. He goes, you know what? Why don't you wear this helmet and run around and pretend to be me? Like, I don't know. It's just so strange. It's going to have more staying power than the game, obviously. Yes, probably. But, like, it's just so, yeah, I just think that it was a little too much, too fast. And they had a good start, good introduction. But I just, and I showed the video in the beginning, man. This is Steven Spielberg. This was marketed since 2013. This was Xbox Studios Entertainment show. I showed you the video. Again, decade in the making. And you just sell out your main character with his helmet off. And I'm not saying, you say, like, I'm telling you, a lot of people are ticked off about that thing. Because if you were a fan, you wouldn't want that. You're like, wait a second, that's not what it is. And again, use my analogy. If you're a fan of one of those horror movies, what happens if you go to Halloween 4 or something, like Mike Myers just like says, you know what? I'm done with this shtick. Like, I'm taking my mask off. And the producer's like, you know what? We're going to have Mike Myers with no mask in Halloween 4. Great. People would be like, wait, this is not Halloween. Jason, you know what? With Friday the 13th 4, I have a great idea. How about he just loses the ski mask in the beginning and he just runs around without the ski mask? He can make emotional faces when he stabs. It is great. No, that's not a good idea. It's iconic for them to have the mask. Like, that's their persona. That's them. Chief's mask has been a mystery for all these years. You don't just have it come off and it's some actor from Orange is the New Black. All clean cut, should not even change his friggin' look. No scars on him, no pale complexion, nothing. Looks like he was just like, yeah, just put this on as a Halloween costume. I was trick-or-treating before I jumped onto your planet. You might have saw me at E3 a couple of times. Come on, you don't do that to the character of 20 years. You don't do that. Who knows? No, they did that, and then you cast that Keys character that looks like Sergeant Johnson, but Sergeant Johnson's not in the show. But Halsey has the white hair, pale hair. Oh, okay. Like, we're all over the place. Then the prophets look like prophets. The elites look like bulked up steroid elites. And then you have Rhea Repulsa hosting the Covenant. Like, what are we doing? It is cosplay chief. It was E3 chief. So I just think that, they kind of they didn't respect the franchise. They didn't respect the IP. And I understand if this is not canon, but then don't take every little thing from the game, though. Like, they took his little things, like the sound for the charging up of his shield and things like that. And then they did the first person perspective. They did that first person perspective, like cheap ass going, oh, what's a video game? You know what? It's a first person game. Let's do that first person camera like they did in Doom with The Rock. Yeah, let's do that. Because, gamers love that. Like, when we kind of like make it look like a game. Oh, yeah. We like that. And the way Halo has been going, it doesn't need an alternate universe. It needs to fix the goddamn universe it's destroying. It doesn't need no alternate universe. And this is an alternate universe. The thing is, if it's an alternate universe, then don't do everything like... Don't make the prophets look like the prophets. Why you make Halsey look like Halsey? But then make Keys not look like Keys. And don't put Johnson in there. And then have some other person that's up Halsey's ass and bothering her. And wait till they get to Cortana. Oh my goodness. The people complained about what she looked like. I can't wait to show I can't wait when they're going to show what she looks like. She's going to be a miniaturized clone of Halsey. With a blue aura around it. She can be... oh my God. Wait for that CGI. They couldn't even do a CGI. They can have her as a person in a goddamn blue outfit with a blue halo around her. And that's going to be a katana. I'm like, what? Who is this? It's like a little person image of a hologram. And she's not even going to be a hologram. I don't know. Get ready for when Cortana shows up. Oh, goodness. That was the first issue. But the fact that this dude, after 20 years, like 343 should have been there and be like, you know what? Listen. If you want to take off his mask, don't, like, do it tastefully. Like, do it. Our fans, the people are going to watch this and stuff like that, like, that's something that we've never really revealed or talked about. Just do it. If you're going to do it, just do it in a different way or something like that. Dude pulls off his helmet and goes, hey, here you go. Shoot me in the face. And then runs around and then doesn't put it back on. So we see Chief running around. We see a guy from Orange is the New Black running around in armor at the end of the show as he's getting blown to smithereens when he lands on Reach and they're ready to shoot him. He decides not to put his helmet back on and running around without a helmet on. That's not Master Chief, all right? That's not Chief. That's not a Halo show. That's a dude running around in a Spartan outfit. That's not Halo. He don't sound like Master Chief. He don't look like Master Chief because he doesn't have an helmet on. So he better put that shit on. He better be running around with a helmet on because that's what we came for. That's Halo. That's what the thing shows. Everybody else got their mask off. He doesn't. Without the mask, it's not Halo. Go watch Friday the 13th and have Jason run around without the hockey mask on at the beginning. Going, you know what? I'm ready to rock this show. I'm taking my mask off. Or Mike Myers going, you know what? I know this is iconic. You know what? I'm going to run around here now. I'm going to do Halloween 4 without my mask. Here I come. Is that Halloween? Is that Friday the 13th? Is that going to get people to watch the show? Is that entertainment? People will be like, wait a second. Who's this guy running around with a machete? Oh, that's Jason. No, it's not. Where's the ski mask? Oh, he took it off in this show. What? Yeah, he took it off. Exactly. Boba Fett was the same thing. Like, I was like, that's Boba Fett. Okay, whatever. And that's why I couldn't get into Boba Fett. I'm like, those are not the characters. You create an iconic character that has iconic things. They've known for 20 years of that's what they look like. You don't have him running around without his helmet on. You want to take it off, have him look at it, or break it off and things like that. Fine, but like, you don't, you just don't do it because it takes you out of what that character is. Now, if he's running around now without this helmet on, he puts it on willy nilly, like it's like a bicycle helmet. I don't know. That's not cool. But I just think it was a face reveal. It was something that was not tastefully done and doesn't respect the franchise. And you know what? They're par for the course anyway. They're par for they've disrespected Halo with Halo Infinite, so might as well just disrespect the TV show too. They disrespect their franchises. Crackdown 3, Perfect Help, Fable's in trouble. You want to talk about games? Yeah. Let's talk about them helping IP. Battletoads. How did Battletoads do? They respect that franchise, Battletoads. Gave you a three-person co-op game without online. Make it look like a Saturday morning Flash game. I don't know what they're doing over there. That's why when they buy all these studios, they buy all these publishers, they don't respect their IP. Even the stupid casting that they had in the Uncharted movie, which I haven't seen yet, they still made Mark Wahlberg put the goddamn mustache on. Because that's what Sully had, a friggin' mustache. And look what they did with Spider-Man. I don't know what they're going to do with Last of Us. We'll see. It's hard. That's all I hear. And I don't want to turn this into a rant now because this is my review of the thing, but all I hear from everything that comes out of Microsoft Studios and all their stuff, even today's Halo video that they have from Washington Post, which I'll talk about on the Grindhouse. I'm coming lit for that one. But hit that like button. But I was going to give you a little sneak peek. It seems that everything is hard. Games are hard. Service games are hard. Getting content out is hard. Everything is a challenge over at Microsoft Studios. Everything is hard. Takes time. We're sorry. We didn't know. We hear you now. Everything is hard. That's right. Techman says, you got to admit that they nailed the Halo Infinite feel with unfinished textures popping into scenes and some unfinished props that we use. Obviously. Perfectly going dark. But tell me, this company as a whole, they're like Daddy Warbucks money, dude. Oh, you want to make a Halo show? Yeah, go ahead, make it. Okay, Steven, yeah, okay. We'll buy big name Steven Spielberg, get him on our show. Perfect Doc, okay, yeah. Make Chris Dynamics, you make it. There's no respect. They killed Crackdown. They killed Battletoads. They're probably going to kill Perfect Doc and Fable next. Halo's dead. 7,000 people playing right now. Dude. They're killing their franchises. But meanwhile, they're buying more publishers to get more. You trust them to bring back Crash Bandicoot the way better, like any better, or bring back some of these old Activision franchises, dude? They don't know what to do. And if you want to see, look what Sony did with Spider-Man. It went off the rails and they brought it back. Uncharted movie got real great, like a lot of people watching it. I got to say it. I thought the casting was off on that one, but we'll see. Because that's just Spider-Man. I had problems with that. But back to this Halo thing, man, I just think that it was tasteless to make him do that. That was something that, fans were asking about. Fans needed that. That should have happened in game. That should have happened in the story. And, to be honest, I think the story of this one is going to be probably more engaging because it's using the fun stuff that Bungie created with Halo's story. Because where they're going with Halo Infinite, I could care less. With Bootleg Joel and Bootleg Cortana and Chief just touring around Delta Halo. Like, that story held nothing. That was forgettable. At least this one has some characters that I remember, even though they don't look the same or do the same things. At least it's some of the characters from the good old days of Halo, and that's the good thing about it. Seeing High Charity, or seeing the Prophets, seeing, the elites with their classic swords and just, their plasma rifles on the screen, and, Chief doing his thing, like in the battle, and at least in the beginning. I hope there's more of it. I hope that wasn't just like a hook you in and now it's going to be all talking and Chief with his mask off, having a heartfelt moments all the time. I hope not. But we'll see where episode 2 goes. But anyway, this has been an impromptu Games Grindhouse. I want to thank you. Over 8 people came in live. Thank you very much. I know I didn't plan on this, but I wanted to just, get some venting out after I saw this. But also, it was not too bad. But I don't know. We'll see where episode 2 goes. I'll add all my impressions onto that. But tomorrow is the Gaming Grindhouse, and we're going to have some, crazy topics. We're going to talk about, off of this Halo, we're going to talk about the Halo delays and, that whole article that came out from Washington Post. I'm going to talk about the that Phil Ness interview that he did last week. We'll talk about whatever subscription announcements happen tomorrow, if it happens, with the Sony Spartacus, which is not Game Pass, their version of blending their services, but it's not Game Pass. Remember that. It's not day one games from their first party. It's not Game Pass. Microsoft Pass is not even Game Pass. You can't even say they put first party day one games. When's the last? Halo and Forza were the last 2. When's the next ones? I don't know. Starfield, a year later. Okay. Game Pass is not even acting like Game Pass. Game Pass is the big thing of a Game Pass is first party day one games. You had Forza and Halo within a couple weeks of each other, and then it's like, yeah, see you next year, see you in November. Okay. Game Pass is not even acting like Game Pass right now. So we'll see what that turns out to be. And I got some other topics there. Oh, the whole thing with the I think that the mind share, what I have here. I'll get some topics together, but we'll have a wild show tomorrow. See if I get somebody on, but if it's just me and Frogs yelling again, you guys love it. You guys come for the craziness, and the Gaming Grindhouse is awesome. Tomorrow night, 8:15, 8:30. Thank you. I'll see you there. Hit that like button on your way out. Share this out for this review and history lesson on when this thing was announced. Oh, Crossfire X. Yes. Crossfire X. Oh, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes. The millions of dollars they paid for that. Oh, my goodness. We'll keep on grinding those gears. But I want to thank everybody for coming through. Hit that like button. Share it out. Check out the Road to Phil Ness. I'm going to be doing another stream this week. Try to get some time to do that. To add to the storyline there. And, yeah, keep it locked here for Games Grinding Bites. I do them live. I do them recorded. But, you know, I do like doing it live and hearing and, you know, listen and seeing the chat and seeing the reactions and you know, engaging with you guys rather than just putting a video out there. But, you know, try to make them shorter. But, as you know, I grind those gears. Once the gears are grinding, it's time to go. And that's what you guys like. So hit that like button. Share it out. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We're going to try to get, we're at 1250 or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to be also, I want to let you know, I'll tell tomorrow too, but I'm going to be going to PAX East. So now that I have you guys now, I could actually try to do a live stream from there. So I want to do that. So definitely hit that subscribe button. So I'll be doing that, the live stream when I go to PAX East. Hands on. We'll see what that's about. I don't know. We'll see what PAX East turns into. But I will be going there. So keep it locked here. And thank you again, everybody. This is Jez7780. What grinds my gears with another Games Grinding Bite. And tune in tomorrow night for the Gaming Grindhouse. It's going to be lit. I got to make sure I get Long Island iced teas. I get my Long Island iced tea ready and get my voice ready because it's going to be wild. Thanks again, everybody. Talk to you guys soon. See ya.